Let go. Oh, oh, I'm on camera. They see me dancing. Let me get over here, they can see me better. And I gotta move. Pop.
That's how you be for real too.
Yeah. Hype me up.
That was should have played.
All right.
That was you should have played.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all thought it was dead. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I almost don't want to stop it. The beat so hard. The beat goes so hard. Yeah. Shout out to Gotti. Angela, call me. All right, heard you single again, girl. All right. What's happening on a special edition of the Real Spill After Dark on a Thursday? Y'all niggas never know when we gonna go live. We don't know either. We been making this stuff up as it go. We're very unprofessional, but yet we good at what we do. It's okay to be unprofessional as long as you're good at what you do.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good, that's good stuff right there. We look good on the television machine.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, I just want to say good evening, happy Thursday. This is the Real Spill After Dark special edition. Southside got a date with a Cuban man this weekend. He taking her to a little Havana in Miami, so she got to do the podcast today because she ain't got her priorities straight. So, but anyway, we ain't gonna hate on her though. We accommodate. We don't hate. We accommodate.
Hate her.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we gonna do this. Everybody, please like and subscribe to the Real Spill podcast on the Book of Faces. We go live every Sunday normally. You can find us there. And then you can also find us on YouTube at the Real Spill podcast number 3. And we're also on Roku TV, the Post Network.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jermaine Mobley. He got an event coming up June 28th. I think it's supposed to be at the Captain D's over in 5 Points. We're going to be in the back parking lot. Doing our thing, y'all. We're going to be line dancing, doing the podcast live at the Captain D's at 5 Points West. I think Hush Pup is free all day, too. I think that's what he told me. Shout out to Jermaine for hooking it up. Hush Pup is free all day, and I think crab meat is free from 4:15 to 4:45 p.m. From 4:15 to 4:45 p.m. you can get free crab meat and free Hush Puppies all day. And yeah, like I said, find us on the Pulse Network, the Real Spill Podcast After Dark, as well as the Real Spill Podcast. You did? All right. Let's get into it.
Episode 61, Fake Persona.
Yes, it's warm as hell in here. It's warm as hell. All right. I'm going to be sweating, y'all, so don't talk about it. Yes, episode 61.
You got the air? I mean,
you turned it off. I ain't turned the air off.
I don't want you sweating because your forehead already.
It's glistening. Yeah. Okay. Wrong. All right. Just tap it again. One more time. Just, you don't want to freeze. Okay. There you go. That should work. All right. Yeah. Episode 61, Fake Persona of the Real Spill After Dark podcast. So, I know you got questions and stuff. This is technically your show.
Yeah, I got questions.
But I did look at the definition of persona and fake.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to hear the definition?
Yeah, because I ain't looked at the definition of it.
All right. Well, the definition of fake is not genuine or counterfeit. Not genuine or counterfeit. That's the definition of fake. The definition of persona is the aspect of someone's character that is... I can't read my own writing. Oh, okay. The aspect of someone's character that is persecuted to or perceived by others. No, damn it, that's presented. Lord Jesus. Let me try that again, y'all. Persona is the aspect of someone's character that is presented to or perceived by others. So in other words, it's the person that you allow people to see, the person that you present to others when you're in public, you know, at work, you know, even people you dating, you know, whoever. This the person that you act like or carry yourself as when you're in front of people. Does it mean that's really you? That's what we're going to find out. Is it fake or is it real?
Right.
But that's what persona is. I'm going to read it again. The aspect of someone's character that is presented or perceived by others. Presented, that's the key word, presented. Because when you present something, don't necessarily mean that's you. But this is what you are showing people. You did? Okay.
Don't mean it's really you now. So.
Like people be on Instagram presenting Lamborghinis and Porsches and stuff like it's their car. They present that on Instagram on their page as if it's their car, but it really ain't their car.
Right.
They at Target and they saw the car in the parking lot and they taking pictures all on the full car. At the end of the day, they are presenting it as, oh, this is me. I'm this the type of lifestyle I got going on. I'm popping. You know what I'm saying? I got the Lambo. You know what I'm saying? I got the Porsche or whatever. You know, I got the Volkswagen Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you into. Yeah, so that's what it is. Okay, you want to go first?
Yeah, I go first.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people have a fake persona at the beginning of a relationship?
I don't have a fake persona at the beginning of any relationship. I am what I am. I'm like Popeye. I am what I am. All right, you know what I'm saying? I is what I is. So people who present themselves with a fake persona in the beginning of a relationship, I mean, they that's just what they are. They fake. You better read through it. I mean, but I know people do that because they realize that they not a good person. And that's what's so crazy. If you know you're not a good person and you're ashamed to show people who you really are, why don't you work on yourself? You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy we are humans. Like, they like, oh, I can't let them see how I really get down because I'm shysty, I'm shady. So I'm present myself as this nice guy, this Christian man, or this responsible person, you know what I'm saying, who love people, who want to be there for people, who care about people's feelings, and knowing damn well they selfish, inconsiderate, one-sided assholes. Right. So their whole thing is, I'm going to present myself like I'm a nice person.
You sweat like you working out.
It's going to take a while. It's good. I need to sweat. Get the cocaine out. You done turn it all the way off now.
You sweat like you working out. Golly.
I know, player. I know. But anyway. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't understand how people do that though, man. I always thought that's weird. Like, my thing is, I get it. You want to be on your best behavior when you meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a job interview, somebody you're interested in dating, meeting the person you dating parents for the first time, you know, stuff like that. You always want to be the best version of yourself, you know what I mean? But that still should be who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan, for example, the great Michael Jordan, the basketball player. He was good. But when it came to the playoffs and the finals, which we watching the finals right now, shout out to OKC. Yeah, that's what I got my money on. Yeah, he turned it up. He was a better version of himself. He was like, okay, I've been Michael Jordan during the regular season. I got us this far. Now I got to be Michael Jordan, the monster. So he became a better version of himself. Wow. So that's the person that he is, but he amped himself up in certain situations. So that's how, you know, you're supposed to be in life. When you meet certain people, when you going on job interviews, or like I said, when you got to present yourself, you should still be who you are, but it's okay to make yourself even bigger than what you are, or present yourself in a more lively manner. You know what I mean? More animated version of you, a kinder version of you, but you still should be who you are, though.
Right.
If you pretending to be somebody totally different.
Do you think they do it because of the simple fact people judge them?
Yeah. And they're ashamed of who they are. That's the number one thing. They worried about what people gonna say about them, true, but they ashamed of who they are. When you unhappy with yourself and you got to pretend to be somebody else, that's not a good look. It's not a good look. That's bad. You know what I mean? Because when everybody gone, the lights off, and you at the house by yourself, or you looking in the mirror or whatever in the bathroom, it's like you unhappy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who you really are. You know what you're about. And you looking like, damn, I can't even stand myself. So I just like, why don't you work on yourself? You know, but a shout out to Pastor Mike, you know, listening to the Bible study that he did yesterday, and Rock City. He gonna be at the BET Awards too, by the way, man. Shout out to my pastor. He performing at 106 in Park. Y'all check him out Monday in LA. Yeah, we proud of you. We proud of you, man. We proud of you. All right, but yeah, he said something good though. He said, everything starts in your mind. He said, your mind is like a battleground, you know, and you got the positive side, you got the negative side in so many words. And he was like, it's basically you deciding in your head what type of person you gonna be. It starts all up here first. So when people say, okay, I know I'm a shitty person, I'm, you know, like I said, I'm shady, you know what I'm saying, I'm an asshole, whatever the case may be, but I'm comfortable being that. But I don't want everybody to know that I'm like that. So when certain areas and certain spaces, I'm gonna pretend to be somebody I'm not. But your true character is trash. But my whole thing is, if you feel like you can't be yourself all the time, that's you even telling you you're not happy with yourself.
Yeah, they'll do it around some people. They'll do it like around.
Yeah, go ahead. Is that what's in this cup?
They'll do it around certain people. They'll act a certain way around certain people. Then around other people, they act all, you know.
Yeah, that's fake. That's fake. And don't get me wrong. You know, to a degree, I changed my personality up in a sense because it's like I still who I am, but I may not be as loud as I normally am around certain people. So like if I'm around my dad, I'm not gonna be this animated version of myself like I am with my homeboys, but I'm still me. So I'll still crack jokes with my dad like I do. I'll still, you know, laugh with him and talk about the same stuff I like to talk about.
But you just want to do what you just got to doing all that hype dance.
Yeah, I won't be all, yeah. I ain't gonna, because
he like, boy, sit down.
Yeah, because he ain't trying to see all that. Yeah, he like, man, sit down. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You adapt to who, you know, you're around, but you still should be who you are. It's just different versions of you. Or no, I ain't gonna say different versions. I'll say it's like a volume. It's like a you know, when you turn the radio up, right? You could be bumping it going down the street, right? It'd be on 15, for example. But then you about to go order some food. Of course, when you pull through the drive-thru, what you do? You got to turn it down. Right. You still listening to your music, though. You still listening to your radio, but you like, I got to turn it down in this moment because I'm trying to order my food. And then once you get your food, boom, 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 you turn it right back up. Right. So that's the same way we got to be with our personality, but you still who you are, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You want me to go to the next question?
Oh yeah, you can do that. And
go ahead. Go ahead. Ask your question. You just got loud as hell.
I know. That tea. I know what's in there. Big crump.
You know what you put in that tea?
Big crump. Oh yeah, but you go ahead though. What's your next question, girl? Shout out to the ologist. I don't even know if I told him we was coming on today. I think I did. Yeah, my bad player, but yeah, man, I hope you watch. All right.
Do you think people fake their persona so they won't take accountability?
You know, yeah, I guess so. I mean, like I said, I think you're faking it because you're unhappy with who you are, and you feel like the real version of you would be criticized. So yeah, I guess that's a way of saying I'm not holding myself accountable. But
everybody, they don't only do it around certain people because everybody don't criticize them. Some people just don't care.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're around people that you feel like you could be yourself with, or no, better yet, if you're around people you can't feel like you can be yourself with, what does that say about you? Like, why should you change? You shouldn't have to change who you are. Like, even on the interview, you may not talk with slang or whatever in the interview, obviously, because you want to seem professional. But you're still you. You know, this is just another level of you. This is a professional version of who you really are. But it's still me talking. It's still my personality. But like I said, if you got to change your ways in an area or in a space because you feel like people not going to accept who you really are, I just think that's a bad look. You know what I mean? You're cheating yourself and you're cheating the people that you're around because they're assuming this is who you are. This is the version that you always are. and you're giving them somebody fake. And then as time go on, guess what happens? The real you gonna come out.
Right.
And they're gonna be like, oh, I thought you was a kind, sweet person. Really, you trash.
I remember I thought somebody was like that at one point.
Nigga, I told you, I was always trash. Oh, my bad. Thought you were talking about me. Everybody know I'm trash. All right, go ahead. Did I answer the question?
Yeah,
What you think about it, though? What you think about it? I don't even remember what you asked.
I said, do they do it so they won't take accountability?
What do you
actions,
think?
Meaning, yeah, they fake their persona around certain people so they won't take their accountability because that person might judge them or might try to call them out or, how can I say, make them feel bad about the way they act or the things they do. So they fake their persona like they really this person until it comes a time when they have to end up showing you how they really are.
Right. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, I agree with all that. It's just, like I said, my biggest thing is what I would ask them is like, why do you feel like you got to do that? That's the part I don't understand. If you can't be yourself, that's not a good way to live. And I tell people this all the time. I hope I'm looking at the camera. If you doing something that you don't want nobody to know that you're doing, that means you ain't supposed to be doing it. Pastor Mike said something about that today. Yesterday, excuse me, in Bible study. He was like, you want to know how you sinning? He said, when you ashamed that you're doing it, when you don't want nobody else to know that you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? And you feel bad after you do it. Because if you're doing something that you happy about and feel good about and at peace with, you don't even second guess it. You know, like when you be out there having your freak offs,
What?
you don't be thinking twice about that. You be like, whoa, that baby oil was on fire. You see what I'm saying? You don't think nothing twice about your freak offs. So my whole thing is you at peace with it, even though, you know, you're wrong, but you at peace with it, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. So, you know, my whole thing is if you ashamed about it, you don't want nobody to know and all that stuff, I just feel like, man, you ain't supposed to be doing it. And I'm going to say this too. Live by the sword, die by the sword. You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah.
So all y'all people out here, man, do what you want to do. That's fine. Live your life. Right? But at the end of the day, the consequences of your actions are going to occur. You're going to have to answer for your actions. You're going to have to answer for your choices. So I'm just saying, when they go bad, and you know it was a possibility it can go bad, don't be crying. Don't be talking about, oh, why this happened to me and why nobody feels sorry for me. No. You know you out here robbing. You know you out here having sexual relations. And you know you out here pushing that weight. That's what the kids call it. Pushing that powder. You know you doing all that stuff. And then when you get jammed up and get caught, you want to talk about, man, I was just doing what I had to do. No, you did what you wanted to do, nigga. And so now you face them consequences. I'm sorry. I had an old man moment right there.
You sure did.
Okay. All right. Is it my turn to ask a question? All right, here we go. I guess we kind of already talked about this. But I said my first question was, why do people act differently than who they are? Than, you know what I'm saying, who they really are?
Like I said earlier, they act differently around certain people because they don't want people to judge them or feel no type of way or talk about them behind their back.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Like, ooh, I didn't know such and such and act like that. Ooh, I ain't know such and such and do all that when they be out.
So that sound like they already know they a bad person, don't they?
No, I'm saying the other person is judging them, talking behind their back.
Right.
So they're just like me and you out somewhere and we see somebody and they act totally different than they act normally. But they like outside of everybody we normally be around, and you be like, dang, I ain't know they act like that. You see what I'm saying? So they looking like, then you talking, you know they don't want to. Then when you see them, you throw it up in their face and be like, oh man, I ain't know you act like that. You wild.
Now that's a question right there.
What?
Are you wrong for calling somebody out when you see them acting different? Cause I mean,
not really, but you know how some people are.
Because I mean, it's like you said. Let's say if it's a church member, right, for example, and you know, they carry themselves a certain way in church because that's the environment they in, right? But then you see them outside of church, they twerking, you know, bouncing it, you know what I'm saying, popping it and all that stuff. You gonna be like, really, Sister Jones?
That's you.
Somebody, what I call them up?
No, that's you. Be at church, and then be outside popping.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I mean, well, I'm sure all of us somewhat act different in church. But I mean, in church, I'm just chill, though. Like, that's the thing about me. I ain't going to be like
that. Shouting and all that.
No, I don't do all that. I don't do all that. And he said something about that, too. Pastor Mike was on fire.
What he said?
But no, he was saying, but this was in last Sunday sermon. He was saying, like, you know, when you see people chilling next to you, and you know, you see one lady, or you know, praise God, she jumping up and screaming, and he was like, but the person next to him like, yeah, praise God, and he was like, people will look at that person and be like, oh, he ain't really no true believer, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, that's not true. He was like, you ain't gotta get loud to praise God, and that person could genuinely be feeling, you know, the mood, the energy, the spirit, whatever, yeah. So,
because the one that be the loudest in the church be just about to be the wrongest one.
I didn't say that. She said that.
I said it. I sure did.
That was wrong.
That's 70. I get 70%. The main ones that be got that one leg throwing up in church, shouting, be the main one at church cussing and talking crap and.
Okay.
I said 70%. I ain't said 100.
Yes. Well, but you know, I just know everybody's do things differently. You know, like some people get loud in church, and it don't mean they're not thankful and not having.
No, I mean
yeah, but right, and then some people cool, chill like me. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some people that, you know, like I said, they go out in public and, you know, be kind of, you know, wild or whatever. And then you got some people just be out in public, they reserved and chill. So, you know, everybody different. And you could be in the same type of environment. Like, you see some dudes in the strip club, for example. At least I heard. I've never been to a strip club. But, yeah, I've heard that, you know, like some guys will be in there just chilling. Like, not getting lap dances, just enjoying the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Just having a drink in the cut. And then, of course, you got the dudes who want the attention. You know, throwing the money, making it rain, slapping the strippers all on the booty with the money. You know, got 4 or 5 of them dancing in front of them, you know, all that type of stuff. So, same environment, different actions. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
We're on the same bull crap tonight.
No, it's tripping the kid.
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell? What about now? It's still.
Get off your Wi-Fi.
Why is it tripping? I went through there and reset it. Oh, you know what? It did say something about an update. What it doing now? It ain't moving no more?
Let's see.
Well, we still live on that one. Let's make sure we still live on this one.
Yeah, we still live.
Oh, we good?
Yeah.
It did say something about an update, but I thought I went through it. Okay, we back. All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Yeah. Somebody don't want us to go live. I don't know who it is. Somebody hate. Spectrum hate. All right, anyway, let me ask you this question here. Are there times when people should be fake?
Only on job interviews.
That's the only time you give them a pass, cause they got to get that job.
Mm-hmm. You
gotta play it off to get that money.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
No other time though, other than the job interview.
Mm-hmm.
No. What if you get arrested?
Oh well, yeah.
So, okay. So arrested.
I'm not thinking about getting arrested. So.
I mean, I'm just saying, if the police pull you over and ask you questions, I mean, is that a moment, a good time to be a little fake?
Well, yeah.
No. Why?
So we'll say arrested and job interview.
Why should you be fake if you get pulled over by the police?
Because you're trying to get out that ticket or going to jail.
So okay. So, is there ever a time in a relationship, whether it's with your family, somebody you're dating, marriage, maybe even your coworkers, is there any times where you feel like, okay, you know what, in that moment right there, you know, I need to be fake?
I can't do it. If I don't F with you, I just don't. I can't.
No. Let's say it's somebody you cool with, but you like, in this moment, I need to be fake with them.
Like, not tell them the truth.
Maybe. Or
about something.
let's say they super excited about something that you really don't care about, but this your homie, this your friend.
I can't be fake.
Oh, that's trash. Now that's.
I don't be. You can't.
I ain't say you'll do all that. You can't just say.
I just say congratulations. That's it, and they be through
But
with
that's
it. And I
fake
just
though,
be
because
quiet.
you don't really mean it though. And
Yes, I do. I mean it. Congratulations, but all that extra, I don't have to be extra.
But what if you ain't happy about what they did?
What you mean?
Okay, let's say they go out with somebody that you think a dog. You know, a dude that you think no good for him. They call you like, girl, me and Mitch, we going out Friday.
I just tell them why.
You don't think you'd be like, you know what, she want to be with Mitch?
No.
I'm just gonna say, you know what, girl, okay, cool, have a good time.
No.
I
say
fake?
why, man, why? I'm like, you know how he is. But okay, if that's what you want to do, then hey.
Okay, what about this? What if they buy a car?
Huh?
Let's say they buy an ugly car that you disagree with.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. That was I can't be fake. I'm sorry. You know I can't be fake. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Okay, you're a fake gangster.
Well, whatever. I ain't no fake gangster because I ain't no gangster.
Talk about this shit. Anyway, yeah, so I'll clear my throat. Whew. Yeah, so that's the only time you can be fake when the law on you, when you about to go to jail or get out a ticket or a job interview.
Right, that's the only time.
What about?
That's the only time.
Should you fake? Let's say it's somebody you dating or married to. Could you see yourself faking to make them happy?
No.
Come on, man. You know what's gonna make them happy. You wouldn't fake.
What, fake to do what to make them happy?
Fake like you excited about them going to, like they want to go see a movie, but you like, I do not care for these type of movies.
No, I'm going to be down for whatever they want to do.
Right, but you don't really want to see the movie. It's
most
cool.
likely whatever my mate want to do, I'm going to want to do it. Man, you know, quit playing.
No, nigga, I don't know. I don't know what she talking about. I don't know now. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I know you like white men. White men, though. Shout out to Miss Cheryl. No, what I'm saying is, you don't like it. It's gonna be a movie or something he likes, you don't care for. Would you fake it just because you know it's gonna make him happy? So if it's something, or is there something that somebody you ever been with, dated or whatever, it's something they like but you didn't like? It got to be something. Now, come on.
No,
you
because
like
I'm
everything
always
they
open
like.
to new stuff.
But you ain't like everything they like. Come on now, that's impossible.
Because at first I didn't like Superman. And then when I started going seeing Superman movies, I was like, oh, okay, I like this. You can't never say you don't like something and you never experience it.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be something you tried or experienced that
I mostly
talk
to and date to somebody that's something that we got in common, no.
I get that, but that don't mean you like everything about them. There's something you didn't like. You ain't like them snoring or something.
Yeah, I don't like this. I had to go to sleep first if you want to say snoring. But you talking about movies, food.
So you like whatever they like.
Yes, like okay. When I first got married, I didn't eat shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp trash.
And then nigga said, "Eat the shrimp, taste it." I said, "I don't like shrimp, taste it." I taste it.
You don't like nothing small, do you?
You know that. And I was like, taste it. I mean, he was like, taste it.
You still talking about shrimp, right?
Yeah, and I was like, it tasted and shrimp good. I eat shrimp now.
I bet you do. No, that's good. That's a good example. That is a good example. But I know it got to be something that somebody you was with liked and you.
Chitlins.
Okay, there you go. So, but would you fake it? You wouldn't fake it?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm saying hell no. I'm not trying that shit.
Okay.
Get that stinky shit out my face.
And it is stinky.
I want my inside smelling like that. I already smell bad enough.
Yeah, I know. I smell your farts. So.
You a lie.
You lighting the gym up, but
no, I don't.
Everybody had to just go to one side. We just let you have the whole side to yourself. Big funk.
You a lie.
Cloud of funk. Okay. You got another question? I ain't want to hog all of them.
You is lying, man. I do not stink. Um,
I'm trying to make sure this thing over here was cool. Oh, yeah.
what would you do if you found out someone is faking their persona?
It depends on the situation or our relationship. What's my relationship with that person?
Pick anything.
I guess if it's somebody I'm dating, it's gonna be a problem. So if they've been acting like somebody they not, or acting like they really like me, which that's what I'm used to. A lot of women act like they like me and they don't.
They be liking you, child.
They hate my.
So
They like what I do for them. Taking my money. Anyway.
you know.
Anyway, so yeah, if I'm dating them and they not who they claim to be, and I start seeing that they been lying to me, I mean, yeah, I gotta have a conversation with them, and then once I see that that's who you are, and it's somebody that I don't want to be with or can deal with, I'm out. But I do everybody like that now, man. So I got older friends, coworkers. It's like if you just got that type of energy where, it's toxic, and it's just hard to be around you. I just separate myself from you. I mean, you can keep doing what you're doing. I just don't have to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I would handle it. I would address it, and if we can't, figure it out or work it out, then I'll just separate myself from 'em. Let them be great. Let them be, toxic all by themselves. Hassan Masha. Yeah. Okay. It's my turn to do a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, you need to ask your own question, don't you? Yeah. What was the question? Yeah. You
Just remove myself.
Do you need to turn that down for it? You turned it all the way up.
No, it's bothering
Okay,
me.
I got it. Lord, let me hear.
Remove myself.
Girl, looking like she's going through withdrawal. All right. You crying?
About to start crying.
No, Jose got you. Yeah, he gonna still take you out that weekend. Shout out to Jose. And do a commercial break. This is the Real Spirit After Dark podcast, episode 61. Fake persona. Like, subscribe, share. We are on the Book of Faces. That's Facebook at the Real Spirit Podcast. We are also on YouTube at the Real Spirit Podcast number 3. And we are also on the Pulse Network, which you can find on Roku TV. And you can find the Real Spirit Podcast After Dark as well as the Real Spirit Podcast. We got 2 shows on there. Big time. I turned the thing all the way out. Did you want it all the way out?
But it's fine.
No, I'm finna get back up again.
But you gonna start sweating like you just.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. All right, so let me ask you this. Do you feel... No, you got to answer the question. Answer your own question.
I just told you. No, I cannot be around nobody I know that's fake. Faking their lifestyle, just anything. I can't do it. If somebody else find out, you make me look bad.
No. Talking about they scamming or something?
Anything.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna say scammers. I need to be cool with them. I need to get cool with them scammers. No, I'm not talking about no scammers. I'm just talking about people just acting like they got money but don't got money. Hell, we all broke around here. We ain't got it like that. I ain't gonna say we broke. We ain't got it like that. We ain't got it how we want it right now. But no, I can't.
Our glass is half full. We not full or as full as we would like to be, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Okay, well let me ask you this: do you feel most people are genuine or fake?
Fake.
No, most people are fake. What's the percentage?
It's not a lot of fakeness. You sure you wanna know?
Yeah, what's the percentage of fake
80.
people? 80% of people are fake. It's a large number. I think that's too large, but I understand that's your thought process.
What you think?
I say it's like 60-40. Yeah, it's 60-40.
Maybe because it should be more than 64. How many fake people you ran into?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. when you're a trash person like me, you attract trash people. So yeah, that's my fault. But
No, I mean it. I'm not
I
trash.
think it's still more genuine people, man, because I just feel like if the majority of the world was fake, uh, the world would be way worse off. You know what I mean? It's bad. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but it's not horrible, you know what I mean? So that's why I say it's about 60-40. I still think, you know, there's more genuine people than that fake overall. You know, you consider like doctors, paramedics, you know, people like that. I know that's their job, but you gotta be a certain type of person to do their job well.
Right.
And so I think that, you know, it's more so good people than bad. That's what keep us afloat. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if one day the bad does start weighing the good though.
Shit, it already is.
All right. All right, that's good. So yeah, I say 60-40. Genuine, 40% fake. Mm-hmm.
I guess.
What about you? What about you?
I told you 90%. I mean
Yeah,
80%.
you said 200%.
I said 80% of people is fake.
That's a lot of
They
people.
don't keep it real no more.
Why? Why do people don't keep it real no more? Why is so many people?
Jealousy. Most of jealousy. A lot of people jealous of each other. Can't stand to see the next one have more, or can't stand to see the next person doing better, or can't see the next person at peace. Can't see the next person. What I said happy, right? Can't see the next person with a glow.
No.
Can't see the next person with a good job. Can't see the next person with a good pair of tennis shoes.
That ain't faking.
on.
That's hating. That's hating. That ain't faking.
You faking. That's still fake. You ain't got it. You could be fake and then hate. That's not hating. If you're not speaking then out your mouth. What?
Oh no. I thought I saw something moving out there on that porch. Yeah, go ahead. Probably like a bird or something. Go ahead.
What the pistol?
I don't own a gun.
I own a gun.
Guns are dangerous.
Guns are dangerous.
We're about peace over here. All right. You got another question, or was it my turn? Take your time. Okay.
Do you think people fake their persona to maintain the image?
Of course.
Like, faking their persona, maintain the image, mean house, cars, spending habits, the way they cars, image, let me see, the way they dress.
Yeah.
Name brand all the time.
Everybody want to present themselves like they doing well in life, right? And, you know, there's nothing wrong with dressing a certain way and carrying yourself a certain way and enjoying the finer things of life. But, you know, if you extending, is that the word I'm trying to look for? Overextending yourself to keep up this persona, then I think that's bad. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, if you going into debt just to make it seem like you got money by buying stuff that you can't afford, if you choosing to only be around certain type of people that you think people gonna look at it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, you doing it, and you know you really don't belong with them type of people, you don't fit in with them type of people. So yeah, I think that's all about, you know, keeping up a certain image, you know, pretending to be something that you're not, because you like that attention, you like the fact that you know, people notice you. So yeah, I think it's all about, you know, pretending to keep that image up. And I just feel like at the end of the day, you know, you're going to burn yourself out, you know, because if you're not really that person, your resources, your time, resources going to run out and time going to reveal who you really are. And that's going to be very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse than being exposed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that time I got exposed being a stripper, you know. It's just one of the moments in time, man. I just wish I could go back, you know.
You can go back.
You know, my auntie putting the money in my drawers and not realizing it was me.
You can go back.
No, I don't want to go back. What you mean?
They older now. They don't go to.
No, I'm talking about go back and erase that moment.
Oh,
not go back to stripping.
Oh.
Come on, man. You know that stuff.
No, I'm not.
Is it my turn? What are
Yeah.
some traits that indicate that people are being genuine?
Being genuine or
Yeah, we talking about fake people, but what about the genuine people? How do you know when somebody really is a genuine person? That what kind of traits will they have to show you that this is who they are?
they either give more than they receive, or they give just as much as they receive.
Okay. So you basing on how they let me get this straight. You base it on how they give more than they receive.
Right.
That let you know they genuine.
Right.
So
Meaning they always helping out. They always there for you. If you sick, they there. A family member died, they there.
That's a nice person, but you can be a genuine person and be a bad person too, right? You know that, right?
They ain't got nothing to do with being nice.
We ain't saying
No, they don't. They ain't got nothing to do with being nice.
Genuine.
I mean, if you value and genuine our friendship, you'll be there. You'll be there to support me 90% of the time.
But you can be genuine and be a bad person too. You know that, right?
Right.
So why you comparing it to being nice?
I didn't compare it to being nice. You asked me if somebody was genuine.
Yeah, like how you know when
somebody can be bad person, do bad things, but still be genuine.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if they say they're going to kill you and they do it, they genuinely meant what they said. They were being genuine.
What could
If
kill
they say I'm going to rob this person over here, that's what I'm saying. Genuine can go either way, good or bad. So I was just saying, like, how can you really tell when somebody is
I just told you.
Okay. When they nice and give.
No, I ain't say give. Meaning time, mean help, meaning there for you when a family member died.
But that's not being genuine.
Yeah, that is being genuine. That's being a genuine friend.
I mean, yeah, if they consistently do it, yes, that is a genuine person.
Yeah.
But I can be robbing people and be like genuine.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
It does. It does.
Not to me. It does not have nothing to do with that.
Alexa, what's the definition of genuine?
Oh.
I got to get you straight. You can't be...
Well, that's how I feel.
Genuine is an adjective that describes something that possesses the claimed or attributed quality, is not fake or counterfeit, and is real. It signifies authenticity and genuineness.
That's
Something is
nothing about
genuine
nice.
if it has the characteristics or origin that it claims to have. Ask me to give you more
Yeah,
definitions
but I just
for
said...
genuine.
So if you're a killer and you tell people, man, I'll kill that person, and you do it, you being genuine. But my question was...
That mean that person being real.
That's what it said, but they ain't say nothing about no nice. They ain't say nothing about doing no good stuff. It said just being authentic and being what you claim to be. So I say it is, how do you determine when somebody genuine? Focus.
That's how I feel. I am focused. How people come through for me. That's how I feel.
I got you. When they consistent.
Yes, that's
and
how
they keep their word.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. When they keep their word and they consistent and they always back up their words with
I just
action.
didn't put it how you want to.
No. I just didn't want to confuse nobody. Because I don't want nobody to think like, okay, let's for example, if somebody cheat on their girlfriends all the time and they tell them, oh, I cheat on every girlfriend I ever date. And they looking like...
That's not genuine.
Yes, it is. If he really does it, that is being genuine. See, you keep confusing genuine with being nice, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. You misleading people.
Genuine to me is... whatever.
Alexa just gave the definition. Jesus Christ. They didn't say nothing about being nice. It said being a real, authentic person and keeping your word. That's being genuine. See, that's the thing. Genuine can go both ways.
Exactly. Thank you. That's the word I want to hear. Genuine can go both ways. Yes, it can. But I'm talking about the good side of genuine, not the trash ass side.
Okay. I got you. So, yeah, the way you can tell is by consistency. You can tell by them being authentic, always keeping their word. Their actions match up with their words. And they always are the same person all the time, no matter what. That's being genuine. They say nothing about helping no old ladies across the street.
That is genuine, helping somebody across the street. To me, that is being genuine. But anyway, go ahead.
That is not being genuine. That's just being nice, being
Okay.
polite. All right. I already asked this question.
Okay.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. You ain't got no other questions. It's my turn. Hurry up. You ain't got no time. You done lost your question, that's machine.
No, I don't.
Oh no, I got one. Have you ever dealt with someone that had a fake or has a fake persona? Have you ever dealt with someone who has or had a fake persona?
Yeah.
And who was it? You don't want to say.
No.
How did you handle it when you found out that they had a fake persona? They weren't genuine.
Quit fucking with him.
Oh my God, could you elaborate?
I just elaborated. I mean, I cut him off. Snip, snip.
Why did you? I mean, what did they do something?
Yeah, they did something, meaning that, okay, so at first I thought they was a cool person, and then really they wasn't cool.
You talking about that?
Hell,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I ain't studying him. I ain't
I'm
studying
on
him.
with it. I'm tripping.
I ain't studying him. I ain't talking about him.
Okay.
I've been knew this since day one.
Stop it.
You
Stop
just didn't
it.
know it.
Stop it.
So, and the same as the other person too.
Oh wow! Now
Let's
you
update.
you gonna get your head, but
No, the fuck
I ain't gonna be there to help you.
I don't need no help from
He
you.
just texted me right here. He just texted. He just texted me. Gonna bust her head when I see you on site.
Baby, please.
Gonna bust her head when I see you on site.
I'm gonna be skipping right back to the car. So, like I said, what they did was I thought they was, a cool person. But then again, I was like, why they just trying to be so cool with me? Is they trying to be cool with me to get information, to get insights? I mean, why is they trying to be cool with me?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, nah, that person really is cool. But then found out they're just a piece of shit. Then I had another person that, if I do something, they'll be the greatest person in the world. As soon as I do something they don't like, the fakeness gone of how they should act, which they'll say they act like that because they want me to act like that. So it really registered in my head that you just really not being you. You just acting how you think I want you to act.
I see.
Instead of just being yourself from day one, because you knew if you was yourself from day one, I would have never dealt with you.
Right.
So you try to be that person for so long, and then how can I say? You try to be that person for so long, and then soon as like somebody do something to you or make you mad, they back to that asshole.
Oh my God.
They really are.
It's only when I'm hungry. If I get something to eat.
You eat all the time.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You eat. You got food,
Thank you. So you have been with someone who was fake, had presented themselves with they had a fake persona,
Right.
and they presented themselves as something that they're not. Okay. And you handled it by cutting them off, right?
Right.
Okay. My thing is, have you ever pretended to be someone you're not?
You asked me, and I told you no. Only in job interviews and in front of the police. As far as that, I'm tore y'all away. Take me as I am.
Yes.
Now, if it's some things that you feel like I need to work on, then that I maybe, how can I say, need to work on, then yeah, I'll take accountability and listen and hear out.
So okay. So you never,
because everybody ain't always right.
No.
So yeah, if I'm dating somebody and they say, well, I don't really care when you do this, I'll work on it. I'm not gonna fake it. Now if I don't want to work on it, no, I'm gonna tell you, no, But if I feel like maybe that person is right, I probably need to. I'll do it.
Okay, okay. What if you tried it and it didn't work? Then what you do? You gonna fake it then?
No, if I want to be with that person, I'm gonna keep trying because that's what they ask of me or want out of me. So I'm not gonna fake it. I'm gonna just do it.
Mm.
Especially if I just already agreed to it. Yeah. So if I agreed to it, that means I'm not faking it. I really want to do it.
No matter how painful it is.
What you mean?
I mean, like I said,
There's nothing painful unless you let it be make it painful.
What?
Only thing painful is a paper cut
yeah, I'm
or
pretty
getting
sure.
shot
Okay, okay.
or
Car-
somebody passing away or a car accident.
Okay, yeah, that's our examples of pain. Yes, heartaches. Yeah, when you stump your toe. Yeah, I mean, all that type of stuff. Drop a weight on your toe.
Oh, you trying to be funny?
No, I'm just saying they can be painful.
It was painful.
Okay.
But
All
I'm
right.
glad my toenail grew back. Grew back quite nice.
How
too.
can you indicate when somebody being fake?
They don't take accountability of their action
Mm.
and they don't be the same person. Meaning consistency, like you said earlier.
Mm. They're not being genuine. Right?
I almost said something.
Okay.
No, they're not being genuine.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad we learning. We learning here. Okay. Well, yeah, they're not being genuine because they're inconsistent. They never keep their word. You can't count on them. And then when you do call them out on something, they don't never take responsibility for their actions.
Yeah, that's
So-
accountability.
That's definitely a true definition of being fake. Mm-hmm. They're definitely being fake. And unappreciative, depending on the situation. Mm-hmm. But okay. Have you ever been with someone, right,
Mm-hmm.
for a long period of time, and then they became fake?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What happened? How'd you deal with that? Let's say it's somebody you're involved with.
Cut them off.
You still cut them off?
Because
Okay.
this ain't what I signed up for.
So, do you believe people can turn fake in the middle of a relationship?
Yeah.
What would cause them to turn fake, though?
You did something that they didn't like, or you done made them mad, or you didn't give them something they want.
I'm so. And wait a minute, hold on. That's how you determine whether they fake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So actions, it all boiled down to their actions. How they carry themselves, how they handle themselves.
How they handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So just say you make them mad,
Right.
and their whole demeanor change and attitude change.
Right.
And you be like, nobody perfect. I made you mad, and now you acting like this, and you staying like this. You're not going back. So if you can't go back from what I have done, then you was faking from the beginning. You was faking from the beginning.
Been a fake. Been a
Because
fake.
if you wasn't faking, you would be able to gravitate back. You would be able to stay high. You wouldn't be able to stay in the same emotions and feeling how you really acting. So you really showing your real self. So you
Right.
faking your persona.
Right. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. There's somebody asking questions.
Who asked the question? Somebody asked you a
Dirty
question?
D. Yeah, some dude named Dirty D. Yeah, yeah. He want to know, does Ayo have a OnlyFans page? Man, who texting me? Stop it.
He know who it is. He know who it is.
Yeah.
He play so much. No, I do not have an OnlyFans page.
You heard that, Dirty D?
Oh, that nice sound for me. That nice sound for me. No, I don't have one. It don't pay enough.
Oh no. Okay. Hold on, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to text Dirty D. Okay, I'm back. All right. What I was gonna say was well, I think we covered a lot. I think people now know what genuine mean, even though somebody was way off.
But that's genuine to me. When you do kind acts for me, you go out your way for me. That means you genuine. You really fuck with me. You like me. We cool.
Yes.
And then
yes, I agree.
you consistently do it.
I agree.
I mean, you really fuck with your girl. So
okay.
yes.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, that's good. So be genuine, be yourself, and being yourself is being genuine, which means whether you're a bad person, good person, in between, just the fact that you are yourself all the time, and you don't allow yourself to get out of character. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're in a room full of different people and you feel ashamed and you're like, oh, I better not show who I really am. I need to act more like them. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. If they don't like you for who you are, those people they're not for you. Now if you're an asshole, you need to work on yourself. Because if you're an asshole and you come in there disrupting energy in certain places, then yeah, you're a problem. You know? So if you're a problem and people don't like being around you, they hate to see you coming, you need to work on yourself. Get better. Focus on, improving. And like I said, at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We all got our flaws. But who you are as a person, your true character should always shine through. So my whole thing is do what's comfortable for you. You shouldn't have to pretend, and you shouldn't have to act like somebody else just to get people to like you. All right?
I ain't finna do all that. A lot of people don't like me.
Man, you right about that.
I don't care. It's my mouth. But hey, but my character is everything. My character outweighs my mouth.
Everything bad.
Shut up. No, it's not. Because I have a good character.
A cartoon character. Bugs Bunny character. Elmer Fudd.
Whatever.
Talking about good character.
Whatever. My character is
Coyote, a Wile Coyote.
My character is the best character you ever been around the day of your life. More please.
The Wi-Fi ain't froze. I'm just I don't know what to say. Yeah, my face is stuck.
Bed full of shit. Whatever. I'll have a good character.
Yeah. People talk so highly of you and how you carry yourself. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, you definitely got a great character. I'm
sorry, my mouth is a mug. I works on it. I've been working on it for a while.
Shit, your ass been laid off for a while because you ain't working on nothing on that mouth. That mouth ain't no. Yeah, you been out of work. Talking about working on it, you ain't working at all.
Yes, I have been working on it.
No, I can't tell you. But that's all good. Well, all right then.
Ain't nobody been saying that's stupid, so.
All right, this episode 61.
Fake
Personas of the Real Spirit After Dark podcast. Please like, subscribe, feel free to share. Go in the comments, get her to start her OnlyFans page, Dirty D. That's that's what you into. Also, make sure you check us out on Facebook at the Real Spirit podcast.
I need to do one for toes. This girl said she makes a lot of money off toes. I need to do one for toes. Do toe piece, especially when I have my cute shoes on and my cute jewelry on my legs.
I mean, if they want to see your toes, they could just pull up a monkey paw. They could just watch. They could watch Godzilla versus King Kong or Curious George or somebody like that. Anything Planet of the Apes. They could watch. They could watch Planet of the Apes. Yeah, but
don't hate.
Yes.
Don't hate.
But check us out on Facebook at the Real Spirit Podcast. Check us out on YouTube at the Real Spirit Podcast #3. And then check us out on Roku TV on the Pulse Network. That's PULSE Network. Okay, because somebody asked me the other day, man, I couldn't find it. Talking about I couldn't find the Puss Network. It's not Puss,
Puss.
nigga.
It's
It's not
Puss.
P-U-S-S. It's P-U-L-S-E. We are not on the Puss Network. We are on the Pulse Network.
Like
Okay.
a pulse.
Crazy motherfucker. Yeah, so yeah, man. Find us on Roku
Ooh,
TV.
pulse.
Look for the Real Spiel After Dark podcast and the Real Spiel podcast. Shout out to the ologist.
What's up, allergy?
Yeah, he'll be here Sunday. We'll
I
be
miss
doing.
y'all.
We'll be doing episode 82. We'll be doing episode 82 this Sunday. Being a burden.
That mean I won't be here. Who you burn on?
No, ain't no burden, but we're gonna talk about people who are a burden. Yeah, friends, family members, and just sometimes life in general. We kind of. I mean, yeah, I can be a burden. I'm a burden to myself. I am a burden to myself. The choices I make, the decisions I make, sometimes can cause me to be in bad situations, and which cause me to be a burden. So yeah, you can be a burden to yourself.
Or somebody burning you.
Somebody burning me right now?
I said a burden to you.
Your ass.
You alone.
No, you good. No, you great. I tell you, I'm so blessed to just have you as a friend.
Whatever.
I just tell people all the time. I don't know how I made it this far.
Whatever.
I don't know how I made it this far.
Whatever. I don't even bother you like that.
Oh, no. I tell you, you're a blessing, girl. You're a blessing. You are a blessing. Shout out to all our fans, all our listeners, everybody that supported us. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. When I hit this lottery, we're going to do it big. We're going to have a whole studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have dancers coming out for the intro. Like Solid Gold. Yeah, y'all too young to remember Solid Gold. You remember Solid Gold? They're going to be just like that. They're going to be like, Real Spill. Podcast. And they're going to be like fireworks. Real Spill. Like Star Search. They're going to be like, like the Apollo.
They just going to do that on the Real Spill.
Well,
I ain't doing it on the After Dark.
It's going to be at the Real Spill. Come on and see Real Spill.
Tell them how
This is where you want to be. Huh?
It's gonna put that disco pants on and hold that disco sign.
I don't know why you hating on that. That's a beautiful piece of art. Shout out to my homegirl who made it. I don't know who made it online. But it looked good though. It looked good. I say that's my Lauryn Hill edition.
I guess.
That reminds me of Lauryn Hill.
It looked disco to me.
Who's one of my favorite artists of all, She only did one album, but it was the fire. It was one of the best albums ever made.
Who, Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, she only did one album, but it was.
I thought she did too.
Nah, by herself solo, she only did one album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she she did albums with the Fugees.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but she only did one solo album.
Okay.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and it's one of the best albums ever made. I mean, still a banker to this day.
I love Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I do too. So shout out to Lauryn Hill. Shout out to the Fugees, Pras, Wycliffe. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all contribution, man. So y'all check out the Lauryn Hill edition picture. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Somebody in here hating on it, but it's all good. All right. I guess that's it. We're gonna get up out of here. I got stuff to do. I gotta go to the strip club.
You gonna dance?
No, I gotta go see Bubblicious. She give me a discount on Thursday. Hold on. This is our professional part.
He said she get her